Did you know that the average retiree spends 2 decades in retirement? That means that a person will be born, go to high school, vote, and be old enough to drink all during your retirement. That's an entire person who can drink worth of years behind the office. Many of us have been dreaming of retirement since the day we entered the workforce. When we think of retirement, many of us picture warm days in Florida, basking in the sun, with days filled with golf, gardening, pickleball, and vacations that revolve around a cruise ship. Beyond the fun and freedom that comes with retirement, the other side of the coin is living on a fixed income and finding a community of other retirees to spend your days with while your younger friends toil away at their jobs. On this list, we'll look at the cheapest states to retire in, while also considering things like retirement-friendly communities, weather, and things to do in said retirement. Stay tuned to hear about the most expensive states to retire for those of you living off a trust fund. Number 10 is Wyoming, where you can keep most of your money because the state has no state income tax. The state is home to Old Faithful, the famous geyser that is as old and faithful as your Social Security. Wyoming has one of the most favorable tax structures in the US, so you won't have to worry about paying state taxes on pension payouts, Social Security, and cash outs from retirement accounts. Wyoming also has one of the lowest property tax rates, so homeownership won't break the bank. Wyoming also boasts one of the lowest crime rates in the country, with a violent crime rate that is 60% lower than the national average. Casper is one of the best places to retire in Wyoming, with a senior population being 12%. The downside is harsh winters and small cities. Many retirees may be turned off by the daunting prospect of a Wyoming winter, but since you won't have to be at work, who cares? Sleep in until the snow melts. And while some seniors may love the small town vibes, others may prefer to have all of their shopping in one place, which some of its small towns don't have. On a positive note, Wyoming is home to Yellowstone National Park and Grand Teton National Park. This is good news for seniors who can buy a lifetime national park pass for only $80. As the 10th cheapest state to live in, Wyoming won't disappoint. Number 9 is Arkansas, where a fixed income of $1,300 a month can get you far. Many seniors enjoy spending their days at Crater of Diamonds. Who needs to save for retirement when the state holds potential treasure? If you come up empty on your diamond hunt, have no fear because the state does not tax Social Security, which allows your fixed income to take you further. While sales taxes are relatively high, property taxes are among the lowest. Another fun retreat that caters to seniors is Hot Springs, where you can stay youthful and active. Hot Springs has a notable retirement community and is one of Arkansas's most beautiful towns. One of Arkansas's greatest draws is the scenic landscape for seniors hoping to reconnect with nature now that they are free from the fluorescent lighting of their office. The state is home to many national and state parks, which offer cost benefit to seniors. From cozy apartments to spacious homes, Arkansas boasts a low cost of living. There is a plethora of 55-plus communities where retirees can enjoy a kid-free existence, living among others who have escaped from the rat race. The downside of Arkansas is a higher than average crime rate. It ranks high in both violent crime and property crime, so seniors should be conscientious when choosing a community. However, with 52 state parks, seniors can stay active with hiking, kayaking, fishing, and other leisurely activities that will keep you young and healthy. Number 8 is Oklahoma, where access to healthcare, cheap groceries, and affordable housing are plentiful. But if you want to try to stretch your income further, head to America's biggest casino. Tucked away in the southernmost part of the state is WinStar World Casino and Resort, the largest in the nation. When you're done hitting the jackpot, many seniors enjoy the months of September and October, where they can watch or participate in the annual Senior Games. The weather may be a turnoff as it sits in Tornado Alley, but what it lacks in weather, it makes up for in amenities. Oklahoma retirement communities offer a small town feel with big city amenities, which is perfect for those who want to minimize travel time when running basic errands. The state has a rich cultural heritage for those who want to stay mentally active, and the state's natural beauty also allows you to stay physically active. Crime has been decreasing in the state, so if safety is a concern, then the state is trending positive. Oklahoma also has a unique healthcare program specific to seniors, which helps with adult daycare, home care, nursing, transportation, and routine medical care. One of the coolest things for seniors to do in Oklahoma is to volunteer with the Oklahoma Senior Corps. It's an organization where seniors are placed as volunteers with the people, communities, and organizations that need them the most. This is the perfect way to stay engaged within the community while giving back at the same time. Number 7 is Mississippi, which has one of the lowest cost of living in general, as well as a nice climate for those elderly joints. Mississippi is by far the most affordable state with a cost of living that is 14% lower than the national average. The state has white sandy beaches along its Gulf coastline, luscious green fields and golf courses, and has the lowest average retirement spending in the US. Retiring in the Magnolia State is full of options for every lifestyle. There are 14 certified retirement communities that offer seniors the opportunity to connect with others in the same state of life. Mississippi exempts nearly all forms of retirement income from its taxes. In addition to exempting Social Security retirement benefits from state income taxes, Mississippi also exempts common sources of retirement income like 401ks, IRAs, and pensions, just to name a few. Mississippi may not be the first state to come to mind when making a move. It has a high poverty rate, low-ranking public schools, and is ranked last for healthcare. But the state really is a hidden gem for those that want to have a Florida climate without Florida prices. Number 6 is Tennessee, which also has no state income tax, an affordable cost of living, and many retirement communities nestled in the beautiful Smoky Mountains. Crossville, Tennessee is the golf capital of Tennessee and has Fairfield Glades, which is a vibrant retirement community with plenty of golf and pickleball. The state is a haven for rivers, mountains, waterfalls, and other stunning outdoor activities to keep seniors moving. The downside of retirement in Tennessee would be if you're hoping to live in a bigger city. Nashville is pretty expensive, and Memphis has one of the highest crime rates in the nation. However, if you venture just outside one of these cities, you will be in a paradise of southern charm, low crime, and country music. Tennessee's rich history will keep the mind active as you tour many of its historic mansions and Civil War sites. For seniors migrating south from cities like New York or Chicago, the food scene in Tennessee is impressive, and the weather is just mild enough to keep seniors from shoveling too much snow while still boasting 4 distinct seasons. And if you do want a little more adventure, nothing is stopping the 55-plus community from heading to Broadway in downtown Nashville and listening to live music while sampling the local hops. Number 5 is North Carolina, which has southern charm, low cost of living, and mild winters. One of the most popular rising sports among seniors is pickleball, and Raleigh is ranked 17th as the most pickleball-obsessed city. Many seniors' favorite activities in North Carolina is to take a ferry ride over to Shackleford Banks to view wild horses roaming and seashells at one of the best beaches in the area. One of the benefits of retiring in North Carolina is that the state offers tax breaks for seniors. If you're over 65, you can exempt up to $35,000 of your retirement income from state taxes. And in addition, Social Security income is not taxed. North Carolina has a lower than average cost of living by about 9%. Another benefit of retiring in North Carolina is its excellent healthcare reputation. The state is home to some of the best hospitals in the country, including Duke University Hospital and Wake Forest Baptist Medical Center. So as you age and require increased medical care, your needs will be met in the Tar Heel state. Another pro is its stunning landscapes and mild climate. A downside for those living on the coast is that, like much of the eastern seaboard, the state is in the path of the Atlantic hurricane season. But if you survive hurricane season, you will enjoy the state's low crime rate and affordable housing. Number 4 is Almost Heaven, West Virginia, with picturesque mountainscapes, affordable housing, and an average age above the national average. The Almost Heaven part might sound more like an omen for retirees than a state slogan. The state has a cost of living that is a whopping 20% lower than the national average, so despite being on a fixed income, you can live less modestly than in other states. Both the average monthly rent and median home cost is significantly lower than the national average, which is a huge benefit to those who don't want to downsize. One of the biggest benefits to living in West Virginia is its scenic beauty. Tucker County and Blackwater Falls boast sightseeing options for those who have limited mobility. The entire state is completely nestled within the Appalachian Range, but that doesn't stop many parks from providing accessibility to seniors. A downside to retiring in the state would be healthcare, with it ranking 47 out of 50 in overall healthcare. This may not be as significant a need for new retirees, but as you stray north of 65, your healthcare needs may be greater than the state can provide. That being said, the state does offer more than enough opportunities to stay healthy and avoid the need for healthcare by offering a playground of nature. Number 3 is Alabama, with one of the lowest costs of living, beautiful coastline, and retirement-friendly weather. Like its neighbor, Mississippi, Alabama offers a Florida climate without the Florida cost. Alabama has a beautiful coastline with affordable housing. In addition to affordable housing, the state also has very low utility costs, further stretching your fixed income. Taxing is a mixed bag when retiring in Sweet Home Alabama. While your Social Security, military pensions, private pensions, and other benefits are untaxed, any withdrawals from an IRA or 401k plan are considered income and will be taxed. Summers can be hot and humid, but winters are mild and won't result in shoveling snow. When it comes to retiree-friendly places, there are quite a few standouts. In the southern region, Orange Beach, Fairhope, and Gulf Shores offer beachfront living with affordable amenities. They ranked among the top 3 places where people over 65 were moving in the last year. Like many places on this list, the state has natural beauty and plenty of opportunities to stay active outdoors in a year-round climate that is pleasant. Number 2 is Arizona, known for its weather, scenery, and retirement communities. This desert landscape frees you up from hours of snow removal and has the most sunny days of any state, averaging over 300 days per year. One of the biggest draws to retiring in the state is its popularity. There will be no shortage of fellow retirees to connect with. Building a community is something that seniors have reported as being a top thing that they look for when choosing a place to retire. Whether it's a pickleball partner or hiking buddy, Arizona won't leave you feeling lonely. The weather is actually a mixed bag for many retirees. The endless sunshine is appealing, but it can get hotter than many would like, and there's no ocean to seek refuge. If you can brave the desert heat, then the state offers some of the most scenic attractions, from the Grand Canyon to the Coronado National Forest. The most popular sport in Arizona is none other than pickleball. This is hugely important for those wanting to stay active. The state has 31 state parks and 24 national parks and monuments. Want a spa retreat? Then check out Sedona. These, among others, are why Arizona landed at number 2 on this list. Before we get to number 1, let's look at the most expensive state to retire in. The most expensive state to retire in by far is Hawaii. This should come as no shock, as it's the most expensive state to live in regardless of your age. The benefits of retiring in Hawaii would be living in paradise, whereas the downside would be a lengthy flight from the mainland if you have grandkids that aren't local to Hawaii. If it's palm trees and weather that you seek and you have a bag of cash, maybe from that Oklahoma jackpot, Hawaii will welcome you with arms wide open. Number 1 should come at no surprise. The retirement capital of the US is, of course, Florida. This state needs literally no introduction. While it may not be the cheapest state dollar for dollar, it has the overall best value when it comes to opportunities for retirees. Despite not being the cheapest state on this list, it dominates all the lists when it comes to best and most popular places to retire. The weather is no doubt top of the list, along with large communities of retirees and an endless choice of 55-plus communities. Florida is one of only 3 states with absolutely no income tax, so your fixed income is all your own. Roughly 78,000 people retire in Florida each year, which is 3 times as many as Arizona, which sees the second most retirees. Although not the cheapest in the nation, Florida still has plenty of affordable housing, particularly when looking specifically at retirement communities. Healthcare quality is a mix, with the state hovering in the middle when it comes to state rankings. As more and more people choose Florida to retire in, the quality of care is only getting better each year. One thing that makes the state more costly is for those who own homes, as homeowners insurance is on the much more expensive side, given that the state is hurricane prone. Nonetheless, this state continues to steamroll the competition when it comes to where to retire. If you'd like to hear more about specific cheap cities across the nation that are perfect for retirement, click this image to see the cheapest cities to retire in.